It's Monday morning. We have already been very productive. We have internet at home. We have a SIM card. That was a very important task.
And we were given a welcome to Vienna.
We were given a welcome to Vienna by Darwin, amazing guy, bestie. Yeah, so very happy. Look at that. Street is amazing. This morning was already super productive because we are registered in this address, which was one of the things that we needed to move the needle finally. With this, next week I'm gonna take the fiduciary in Geneva to start the process of opening the business. I'm not sure if we will be able, because for now it's the only thing that I have. I need to, we are already working in the residence permit. After that I will open the bank account and social security. I don't know yet if that three things are needed for opening the business in Geneva, but at least this is the main thing that they asked me last time. You need your address, so maybe with this we can start. That would be amazing. It took us 2 hours in the office. We arrived at, what was that, 8:15, 8:10 in the morning. They opened at 8 and we finished at 10:30, almost 11. 2.5 hours just waiting. Later it was like a 3 minutes thing. It was very fast, everyone was very nice, but just the amount of people that go every day to the register office to register and do whatever different tasks was crazy. But I'm very happy that we solved it. Internet, registration, I think that this week is gonna be very productive. I'm very happy. Sí, te paso. Okay. Estoy aquí en las oficinas de Armendáriz. Here I am. In the 90s office.
Totalmente.
With my new
And with a dog.
My new iPhone 17. Yeah, I mean, it's portable, but it's important. This is how I do the phone calls. This is how I close business.
¿Qué haces? Espero hold.
Qué dirty. Baby. I didn't do anything yet, I just did the chair. I'm already tired because it's almost 9 in the night. But yeah, this is one of the missions of the week. We need to finish all these pieces of furniture. This is one round that we are very excited about. We don't have the sofa yet, we will receive it in 2-3 weeks. But at least with this we have 2 setups, some closets, cabinets to put the clothes, and this is starting to, bless you, to have a shape. But I'm not gonna record everything because it's gonna take me forever, but maybe some highlights of everything that I can find interesting. Okay, let's go for it. I'm very surprised that I managed to record content this week. This week was something. From the moving side, from continuing moving the business, also the admin side of things. I think that one of the things that is very important to learn from this week, especially in life in general, but also if you're a founder, is there are frameworks that will not work for everything. What I mean with this is they will tell you, as a founder, focus in one thing and jump to the other one after finishing this first thing. Focus in, don't launch too many products at the same time, or if you're launching your product, don't focus in implementing X process here, or don't focus in renewing the website. This is usually the theory. The theory is focus in one thing and jump to the next one after finishing that one. The reality is that this week what I need to do is multitasking and focusing in different verticals of my life at the same time. If I don't do the admin stuff, I can get some fees, or things can be too delayed, so I cannot just focus on admin. If I just focus on business, the emotional taxation of having this mess of an apartment is too much, and they're gonna deliver more things, so we are not gonna be able of even living. I'm gonna be working from the kitchen and stuff like that, so you cannot just focus in the business. I cannot just focus on the apartment itself, because if I focus in the apartment, it's 1 week of not working on the business, and if I don't work on the business, we postpone everything 1 week. And at some point you start to stress out of the rhythm that you're having. So in conclusion, you need to focus in all these different verticals, and you need to manage multitasking both from a time perspective to a brain and emotional perspective. I think that I did it pretty well, honestly. I'm surprised that I could even document a bit of the week of the process, and this was one of the things of why I started this journey of YouTube this time. I want to become better in what I would say creative multitasking. It's like, I know that I'm good in life, no, in doing my obligations. Can I also be good at be creatively multitasker or multitasking? Before I wasn't, but I'm creating a creative agency where my business model is different, but one of the things that I'm trying to do is, and one of the things that happens usually in agencies, is that in the morning you are with a client that is an insurance company. In the afternoon you will be with, I don't know, let's say basketball, and the next morning you will be doing a campaign for a technology company. Just in 1 day and a half, you have been jumping from insurance to basketball to technology, and that's very draining. In our business, we want to do it differently, and I think that I have the framework to make that happen and to be able of jumping less, so you can focus actually in delivering the maximum quality and creative quality, marketing quality to the clients, because you don't need to be jumping from field to field. But if it is not possible, which it might happen different times, you need to be able yourself of being a multitasker, both from a framework, processes and life perspective, and in our particular case, from a creative perspective. We should be able of delivering the best marketing strategy in the morning for this business, and in the afternoon being able of doing a full different business and be creative for them. It's true that one of the things that helps to do that is frameworks and systems. I will want to work to talk about these systems in the future, because my videos are like too long. I have too many things to share, but this is the good thing of making them weekly, that is a bit of life and a bit of work, and I share some of these things. I know that I always say in the next video, but it's true, in the next videos I'm gonna talk about that. Now we are in a different process where like these kind of things of moving and stuff is taking part of the videos little by little. I will be able of taking half of the vlog or almost the full vlog of talking about business, marketing, creativity, and what I'm doing with the professional side of things. It's true that I don't want to remove the personal part of things, because I think that life and work are very connected. I'm the professional that I am because I'm the human being that I am. If you remove the human side of things professionally, you are not giving your more authentic version and your maximum of creativity and human values. So I think that both are connected, and that's why in this channel I share my wife and how we live life to an extent. But I cannot remove that part, because for me, who you are as a human outside of work will determine who you are as a professional. So both for me are super connected, and I will always want to talk about them both. Anyway, last thing, I think that is, of course, worth it to go to the computer and share the website. I really believe next Friday we are finishing. This week, in between all of these things that you saw and that you didn't see, I was working on the website. At the beginning of the week, we had homepage that wasn't working in the phone version. Now is fixed. It's not fully finished. I need to tweak some things, but now it works and it's starting to be how I want. And things are starting to be in place. So next Friday, I think that everything will be finished. Let me show you what we have today so we can do the launch next Friday together. Okay, so here we are. I'm very happy that we are actually, this is my first video from my desk. A bunch of things missing, lights, accessories, stuff like that, but at least we have our proper setup, which made me very happy. Let's jump to the computer and I show you what I'm been working on. I think it's better that we start from the shortest part. I've been working on the landing page for the email marketing campaign. It's a landing page where people can subscribe to our newsletter. I think for a business it's super important that you have a newsletter. I share it here. When I was preparing the offer stack for our business, one of the things that you should consider is that social media is the rented audience. If one day Meta decided to close Facebook, Instagram, or say even WhatsApp, you don't have any audience anymore. You don't have access to that audience. So the only place where you can actually manage your audience is through newsletters, where you can create a CRM, a database of all these different users or community members. So for me, it's super important that every business have a newsletter to have their own audience. I have created this landing page where I explain what is the newsletter about. Not to overextend, I'm not going to explain it now, but I really just like kind of big picture. I really want to create a community of founders and creatives. For me, as someone that is moving with my wife, we have been in 5 countries in the last 5 years or almost 4. Every time that I arrive to a new country, I just start from zero. I don't know anyone there, and sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. For me, the best way to find a community is online, especially now that I'm working on my own business. When you are working in a place, before I was working in a marketing agency in Switzerland, it was easy because from my colleagues you met new people and the work environment bring you that. When you're a freelance, when you're a business owner, the best way to meet people is online. I want to create this community of founders are creatives. There is a bunch of people in the world like me that they move to another country or different countries, or they travel to a place and they don't know where to start. That will be the place where people that are joined by like these like two fields, two passions that are building businesses or the creative side of things, or the mix of that are together. Um, so this is the place for that. This is the community that I want to create. This is the landing page where people can subscribe. I put this little text so everyone can read what is the newsletter about and what you can expect from me in this newsletter. The newsletter is called Think as a Creative, like in my YouTube channel, and I added the founder. I think that I will explain further later, but Think as a Creative is a key ability to have in life, and even more important in business. So I'm taking that and kind of extend it to the founder landscape, and that's it. I need to create the whole setup with the platform to like, because right now it's not working, the CTAs and everything. This I will finalize next week finally. What else I was working on? Mainly the homepage. Let me show you. Last week, the homepage. This is a screenshot from the phone. The homepage looks something like this, where things were not working properly, and for whatever reason, there was a tiny thing from Framer that was moving everything. This might be interesting for someone. If you have that problem that you are adding something technically out of frame, but because you just want to show a little bit, Framer, unless you change the setting, it will move the screen as you saw in here, where everything is just moved to the left. In this case, that's related to the concept that you need to put the overflow of the frame itself in hidden. That means that everything that is out of the frame is not gonna be shown and is not gonna affect the frame. But if you put it invisible, Framer understands that you need to show it, so that will move the whole screen. Anyway, it took me a while to figure out that it was that. Even asking ChatGPT and stuff, it was not very clear. So I corrected that, and now we have a phone version that I'm still tweaking, and the user experience in the phone is so much better than just here. But we have a menu, the quotes that I'm thinking in changing because they look too small here, or for who, our products. This is working properly. I added this hover effect with the change of color of font, amazing. The video, I doubled the video because it was too small for the screen, and I was like, how can I, make it more appealing visually? And I added the same video in the back, which is amazing. Then this is the new addition to the homepage. We consider ourselves the new wave of brand building and digital advertising. And here, before I was talking in the founder letter, I was talking of how we approach our mission and the legacy that we want to have. Here we approach how we see it from a creative aspect. I think that was missing. We didn't explain it before. And for whoever wants to take 2 minutes and reading, we explain it here. It's not too long. In the world that we are living is very long, but it's not too long. I talk about the concept of empathetic marketing also, which is very interesting. Here, these 4 points, they are connected to our different products, which is very nice. And it's kind of what that products give you, no? Turn your business into a brand, cinematic storytelling made simple, think like a brand from day one, and your brand all in one place. I added I'm starting to add some little Easter eggs. One of them is this one. Are you ready to build your brand? You just need to, in the phone, you need to pressed, you need to click. In the computer, you just need to hover the mouse. And I say, are you ready to build your brand? I find that very, very funny because I did the same for the desktop version where this is a real Easter egg. If you arrive to this point of the video, just tell me that you saw it because it's very interesting. Are you ready to build your brand? And if almost no one is gonna do it, but if they arrive to the with the mouse to our yellow dot, you will see this image. Okay? Not anymore. I think that this I put it just to show it once. So the concept is to create this conversation of are you ready to build your brand, and then says yes. I don't know. This is kind of some fun creative stuff that because this last part of the website is very technical. I wanted to add some little creativity here and there, and just these little Easter eggs make the website a bit more fun, a bit more alive. So I'm very happy with it. I will show you more in the next video, but things are starting to be in place and be more creative in that aspect. Everything is working properly, call to actions. Here the text is amazing. This is the size that it should be. This menu with the parallel effect is very, very funny. I don't know, I'm very happy with it. It's been a lot of work. I'm planning to make kind of a more visual Apple style video, Google vibes of the website to introduce it because there's so much to explain. If you remember, it's 4 products, all of these 4. Then we have this quotes landing page. We have the About Us. We have the packages where you can see the price and the service, a letter from the founders, the newsletter. There's a lot actually. Like, there are so many things to read, and I want to make it as easy as possible for new users to understand what we are doing and not to spend too much time trying to figure out. So I think that one initial video as an advertising campaign will help. I will work on that in the coming weeks. I'm very excited about that. And yeah, this week hopefully we finish everything. Next Friday we launch the website and we start the new adventure now with admin stuff and then finally working with clients. But I'm very excited. I'm very happy that we have the patience, tenacity, and resilience to arrive to this place where we are finally happy and proud of what we have done. So yeah, I will share with you next week. Thank you for watching another one for the history books. I'm very, very happy that I'm making these vlogs and that I keep consistency. And yeah, have a good weekend and see you next week. Bye.